Mankind has lived with art since creation, and we've been bringing into existence and enjoying art. Art gives us the innovative way to view the world. It innovates us and strengthens our emotion. Welcome to another time out on the Art Express. I am Tolokwe Lamidi, your host. Enchanting exhibition celebrating the vibrant intersection of nature and creativity created by Nana Shonoike. Let's go.
I drew inspiration from the title of the group exhibition, Bold Blossoms, by using embroidery, floral detail in my artworks, because I do embroidery on paper with watercolor, mixed media as well. So the installation is also to point to the title in general and serve as that source of inspiration. In 2021, I created a film, Making the Mold, and this body of work is a tribute to the women of Dada pottery in Ilorin, to celebrate their resilience, to celebrate their strength, to point to the fact that flowers or people bloom in the unlikely spaces.
I am proud to be part of this exhibition, Bold Blossoms, because it gives me a chance to speak boldly. The works I have included in this exhibition are, as you can see, they're all quite bold. They speak of the theme, and I've used color more than anything. These are not figurative works, these are abstract works, and I've used color and separation to explain bold blossoming, if that makes any sense. So the work directly behind me is called Downpour, and I've included the theme of rainfall, the theme of water. And water can be colorless, but I've tried to give water something to talk about. So I've added some color. I've tried to make the water more interesting. I've tried to make the water embody its own boldness. So I've just added, water reflects so much and it picks up what is around it. So this is just like, as we say, downpour. It's like a release of freshness, a release of color.
Bold Blossoms is a show featuring 5 amazing young, not all of them are young, but amazing artists, female artists. This is all female. And this came up because these are artists that I have worked with closely over the years, and watching the works they have created over a period of time, I realized there was something constant with all of them. There's something bold, there's something amazing, there's something intriguing, there's something that is rotting in their works, which was constant to all these 5 artists. And we decided to bring them together, and that was how we came about Bold Blossoms.
These 5 remarkable artists converge on our walls at the Art Pantheon Gallery to explore and interpret the boundless beauty of flora through their unique perspectives, each artist bringing forth a distinct narrative through the lens of botanical inspiration. Bold Blossoms celebrates the enduring beauty and strength found in both women and nature. This exhibition explores the profound artistic expressions inspired by the natural world, highlighting the timeless connection and dialogue between humanity and the natural environment.
Hi, my name is Abisola Kubrat Badamosi. I'm a creative expressionist. Art means a lot to me because it was a form of art therapy for me growing up because I lost my parents. But now it has turned into my spiritual diary. And so I'm introducing Olivia, which is my new series, and it's about understanding my other personality types and understanding the fact that I've reached a certain level of mindset which requires new earth behavior, which is part of the reality. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but I hope you do. In that way, this exhibition means a lot to me because I walked in and it felt like a second chance to experience myself again, and yeah, these are my pieces.
Welcome back. Coming up next is Nostalgia, a gathering of old and new generation artists. It is an exhibition by Mesh Gallery, curated by Mufu Onifade at the National Museum Oniko, Lagos.
Shegun, the very first one, is Dr. Shegun Ajiboye, is at Ife. Then the one standing here, that one is working with the British International School at Lekki. He too is an artist. All of us anyway are artists. My wife was a nurse before, but I did not tell her to become an artist. I think she just liked, because every time when we were still cutting ourselves, every time she came to the studio, she always met my students, and the boys. Those majority of them, having finished their secondary school, they were coming and they were doing what will at least help them whenever they want to do how do you call it, work or something like that. So then she became an artist herself, majoring in textile. So that's the way the family is, and all of them, in fact, Shegun and Mufu, they met at Ife. I met them,
Okay, I'll start by saying that I think it's the right step in the right direction, because contemporary art is sort of not well promoted in Nigeria to the standard that it should be. And I'm glad to see that even the Gen Z are beginning to appreciate art. Art appreciation helps build tourism for any country, you understand? So a friend of mine who is Demola Meshoye decided to venture into owning his own gallery. But we decided to give the audience a taste of what is to come. And so we said, why don't we collect all the collections we've had over the years, why don't we bring them together, have an exhibition first, and then see the reception, and that forms the decision to go into having a big gallery. So basically it's just friends coming together to do what we know how to do best.
To you, I come from a background of arts, so I grew up around artists. I grew up around having art around me all the time. So I've been collecting. My dad has been collecting. I've been collecting pieces for a number of years, so it's not new to me. It's something that has been in the blood for a long time. So it's just something that I've just now decided with my family to show the world. We don't just want to keep it indoors anymore. We feel like Nigerian contemporary art needs to go a step higher. We need to move forward, not just be stagnant. There's so much that's not shown to the world. The world only sees our music, but they forget our beautiful art. And then a museum in London, in Germany, is eating all the tons of profits and doing all the work that we should be getting for the credit that Nigeria should be receiving. And I don't think that's right.
The show is titled Nostalgia. Nostalgia because the main man who brought all of us together, Demola Mesh, actually has some work in his collection which he wants to show to the world. And in the course of brainstorming, we had to bring in some other works by some of the renowned Nigerian artists. So basically, it's an exhibition of masters, various categories of masters that we have in Nigeria, from the very first one, Bruce Omurapea, to the youngest of them, like Greg Onyeka and Bolaji Ogunwo. So you see that each of them is a master in his class. Now, nostalgia, all the works we have on display, when you look at the theme, when you look at the content, when you look at the message, they are all revolving around our experiences in Nigeria. So when you look at a particular work, it will tell you about our culture, another one could tell you about our politics, another one could tell you about economic development, and all this. Those are all the things you find on the show. So it's nostalgic because it's reminding us of the Nigeria we are.
Today on Theatre, Stagecraft Studio and Film Productions Limited presents a stage play titled Kuromi, directed by Oladapo Muyideen, aka Lala. Now let's take a look at the rehearsals towards the production.
I played the role of Kuromi. Kuromi is somebody who opposes tradition, who feels that it can't be, should I use the word amended, or cannot be broken. The laws of their fathers should remain and should live on after the father. So Kuromi is somebody who is not ready to agree to changing the laws that has been put down by their fathers. So basically, he stood for what he believed till the end, and he paid the cost for it, but at least he was able to uphold tradition to the end. Well, embodying this character takes a lot of extraordinary brilliance it takes sheer audacity. One, as an actor, you do your research, trying to see who this person is. I wasn't born in that era, so I have to dig deep, research, find out who this person is, his mannerism, his the way he talks, the way he walks, and why he believes in what he believed in. So it's basically research, and that's what all actors should do. Go and do your homework, research, and find out this person that you're trying to portray.
I greet you today, the feast of
Kurunmi is not just another story. It's an historical story which any Yoruba can, even not only Yoruba, because anybody that normally, even maybe you study history or whatever, so you relate with the story, you know that it is an historical play. So when they called me to come and be the director of the play, so I'm familiar to the play already. I've read it several times and I even staged it before. So, and I was happy again that we are still going to put this play on the stage. So, and it's a nice story, and which even this time, because the story still relates with what is going on in the society right now. So, because it talks about the power, it talks about the changes, it talks about the culture and tradition, and how is it how things is going to be, be forever for life. But why some parts are still talking about something must change. It's only lives can be the same. So it talks about I love it, because this moment we need this kind of play to talk to people. When people see it, they can see that it relates with the things that is going on in our society for now.
Set in the Yoruba kingdom of Oyo, the play follows Kurunmi, a military leader and war general facing internal strife and external threats from imperial powers, particularly the Fulani forces. Kurunmi, known for his martial prowess, becomes a central figure in the conflict, exploring themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the clash between tradition and change. Kurunmi is not only a powerful piece of literature, but also a significant contribution to African drama. As with many of Olarotimi's works, Kurunmi is celebrated for its exploration of complex themes, strong characterizations, and its contribution to the understanding of African history and culture. It remains an important part of the canon of African literature and theatre.
My name is Biodun Abe. I'm a fellow of the Other Arts. I am the technical director of this production. Kurunmi has been directed by Muhyiddin for A.K. Lala. Kurunmi as a play, has been produced many times over the years, with every outing having its own uniqueness. But I dare to say that this is the first time this kind of approach is being given to that production, Kurunmi. And I'm sure that by the time people watch this, the difference will be very clear. For instance, the multimedia approach that this director is using may not be novel, because in some quarters, sometimes people use that in productions, but it is not a regular, thing. It's not what we. I'm sure that there are so many people out there that have not even seen that concept of a multimedia approach to the production, and this is what this director, has used perfectly. That is merging the cinema with stage. You must have seen that even in the promo that is out there. So making a play production, finding certain expression in cinema and vice versa. It's unique, it's fantastic, it's a good idea, especially the approach of it. So that is one thing that no outing of Kurumi in the past has achieved. So this one is going to achieve it.
How, Kurumi, have we fallen so low in the eyes of your subjects that even slaves amongst them now feel too noble to prostrate themselves in respect for our presence? I will have no one call my slaves slaves. In Ijayi, there are no slaves. Every man, every woman, every child in Ijayi is Kurumi's child. We thank you. Now, prostrate yourself to them. No use. Bring them chairs. No need. No. Move out for them. Don't bother. Go on.
Yes, my name is Tunji Shotimiri. So I'm playing Bashorun Oluyole in this play, Kurumi, by Olarotimi. It's an interesting play. We've started rehearsals for over 2 weeks. We've been working very hard, and the team has really put in a lot to pass this salient message across that, once you are dedicated to something and you actually believe in it, you should doggedly pursue it. And that is the spirit with which Kurumi is protecting and preserving his culture, even though he is facing all kinds of oppositions. But of course, when you believe in something, there'll be challenges here and there. And he fought till the end. So we might say that Kurumi loses out in the course of the struggle. But it is that concept of believing in what you know, what you think is your own. And in this case, we are talking about your tradition. If you lose it, it's not only your loss, it's a communal loss. It's an absolute, total loss. And that is the message. Hold on to what you believe in spite of, oppositions from anywhere. That is the message.
Okay, so this play, Kurumi, is brought to our audience by Stagecraft Studios and Film Productions. It's a theatre and film production established in 2004 this year, and we just thought about launching out. So basically, Stagecraft Productions is into projecting the African culture, African narrative through storytelling, through films, cinematography. And so what better way to launch out than Kurumi, Olarotimi's Kurumi. And knowing well that Olarotimi's plays are usually centered on cultural diversity. All of his plays are historical, talks about issues that are happening in our African society. And so that's just the best way we could kick off this journey of ours that we intend to start. And that's the choice. That's the reason for the choice of the play.
always gives us the opportunity to interpret what we see on our individual experiences. Now, without art, the world will be a dull place to live in. Now, I'm sure you can attest to that. Join us same time, same station next week as we take another exciting journey into the world of art. My name is Tolokwe Lamidi, signing out.